Chapter 1. Missing Persons. You sit in a cold metal chair in a police interrogation room, watching the minutes tick by on the clock. How much longer are they going to keep me here? As if answering your question, the door at the end of the room swings open, and a man in a sharp suit enters, flashing an FBI badge.
Special Agent Michael Kim, FBI. And you are Hayley.
That's right.
Well, Hayley, I'm hoping you can answer some questions.
He sits down, flipping open a heavy folder full of photos.
See, I'm just trying to make sense of what happened in this town. Looking at this report here, I've got a kidnapping, multiple break-ins, an arson, and at least 4 homicides. And you think you know who was behind it all.
What can I say? It's been a wild month.
Can you tell me what happened here? From the beginning?
Well, it all started with a wedding. Veil of Secrets. You are cordially invited to the wedding of Catherine O'Malley and tenor Charles Sterling, to be held at Sterling Manor in Birchport, Massachusetts. Your taxi pulls up outside an imposing family estate in the village of Birchport, Massachusetts. Wow. The doors swing open and a handsome stranger walks out, smiling at you.
Welcome to Sterling Manor. You're here for the rehearsal dinner, I assume?
I'm Hayley, a friend of Kate's, Catherine's.
You can relax. She's Kate to me, too. Looks like you've never been here before. I'm Grant Emerson, and I'd be happy to show you the way.
Grant, you're so kind to offer.
Really, it's my pleasure.
Grant leads you through the doors into an elegant foyer.
So, how do you know Kate?
We were best friends in college, but we kind of lost touch since. I was honestly surprised to get the invitation.
She's told me some stories about her college days. Sounded like the two of you were a force of nature back then.
You could say that. Let me guess. You're best friends with the groom.
Best friends? I wouldn't call us that. Our families have a long history, both with Birchport and with each other. Our families have been rivals for years, but Tanner and I are friendly.
So, do you live in a mansion too?
Define mansion.
If you need me to define mansion, you live in a mansion.
Touché.
You pass a massive spiral staircase and a door leading to a gallery of expensive art. You can't help but gawk. Man, Kate always joked about marrying a rich guy, but I didn't think she would follow through. Especially not on this scale.
Believe me, you're not the only one surprised. The town's been buzzing for months. Let's just say it's not every day the heir to the town's richest family gets engaged to a dog worker's daughter.
Way to go, Kate.
What about you? Anyone significant in your life?
Does my editor count? We spend nights and weekends together. She calls me all the time just to check in on my deadlines.
So, you're in publishing.
A journalist.
Well, I've seen this movie. The hardworking journalist pounding coffee at her desk. No time for a personal life.
Well, I believe in work-life balance.
Me too. I work hard. Don't get me wrong. But I don't want to end up like my father. The man's taken 2 vacations in 30 years. And one of them was a day trip to the state clerk's office to file some documents.
Yeah, that's never appealed to me. I like what I do, but I'm not married to my work.
Well, that's good. I'd be awful jealous of your work if you were.
Very smooth. What about you, Grant? What do you do?
I'm a lawyer, following in my father's footsteps.
Really? Let me guess. Some kind of fancy corporate law?
Criminal defense, actually.
So if I wake up tomorrow in the drunk tank after going full whirling dervish on Birchport streets?
I'm the guy to call. Listen, I'd love to have you all to myself for the rest of the afternoon, but you should probably join the party.
Lead the way. Grant escorts you to a dining hall full of wealthy East Coast socialites. As you enter, a young woman with a beaming smile rushes over and throws her arms around you.
Hayley, you're here! You have no idea how much I've missed you.
Kate! It's been so long.
Oh my god, ages! Like, way too long. We'll have to make up for lost time this weekend.
Won't you be busy with, getting married?
Are you kidding? Tanner's mother is a total control freak. But the upside is that she's taking care of everything. Please, say you'll help me make the most of my last day as a single lady.
I'll give it my best shot.
Can you believe I'm getting married?
I honestly can't believe it's taken this long for someone to try to lock it down.
Who said no one else tried?
Well then, it must have taken a lot for this guy to succeed.
You could say that.
Kate shows you her engagement ring and its enormous diamond. Holy rock, Kate! Doesn't that thing make your arm tired?
That's just an added bonus. CrossFit arms without even hitting the gym.
A handsome, sharply dressed man approaches. His bearing is aristocratic and a little distant.
Oh, perfect! Here's my fiancé, Tanner Sterling. Tanner, this is Hayley. We were inseparable at Hartfield.
So lovely to meet you, Hayley. Kate speaks well of you. And often.
Thanks, Tanner. It's great to meet you.
I hope the B&B is comfortable. We would have had you stay here at Sterling Manor, but it's been a little chaotic with all the wedding prep.
I only had time to drop my bags off and change, but it seems charming.
Please let us know if you need anything. We'll be happy to provide anything that might make your stay more comfortable.
That's so thoughtful, but I'm sure I'll be fine. An exceptionally well-dressed young woman squints at the three of you, assessing, then stalks over.
Don't Kate and Tanner make such a cute couple? At least now that she's dressing on the Sterling's family dime.
Scarlett!
kidding, obviously. Kate knows how much I love her.
Totally.
The woman glances your way.
Sorry, but if we've met, I've totally forgotten you.
Scarlett, this is Hayley, my best friend from college. Hayley, meet Scarlett Emerson, my maid of honor.
Of course. I should have known you were Kate's college friend. You both have the same spit-shined blue collar thing going on. Such an adorable look. I'm almost jealous of how well you pull it off. You're the journalist, right?
That's me.
I saw you talking with my brother before. Just a tip from a friend. Flirt all you want, but don't get your hopes up. Crane's not really his thing.
I'm sorry. I think we got off on the wrong foot. Can I just say you look stunning?
Thank you, I guess.
And forget what everyone else is saying, okay? That outfit works. At least for you.
What everyone is saying?
If you ask me, your whole no makeup, all my flaws out there for the world to see look is empowering. Keep rocking it just like you are now, okay? No matter how much people whisper about it.
I mean that...
She clears her throat.
Right, well, I don't know who you are, but don't try anything.
She walks off, shaking her head, vaguely confused.
I can't say I've ever seen someone handle Scarlett like that.
It was incredible, like some Yeti mind trick.
I grew up in the Midwest, remember? Passive-aggressive is in our DNA.
Still, that was amazing. She's never that nice to anyone.
If that's Scarlett being nice, I would hate to see her mean. Why is she a maid of honor? You don't even seem to get along.
It's complicated.
The social circles of Birchport often are. Now come, darling. Mother wanted to talk to you about flower arrangements.
Find me when you're free, Kate?
Yes! God, yes!
Kate hugs you and leaves with Tanner. You stand there, shaking your head. Kate O'Malley, what have you gotten yourself into? Guests start to move to their seats in a dining room. Feeling out of place, you slink to the back of the hall and find an empty seat next to a ruggedly handsome young man. Is the seat taken?
I was hoping to put my feet up and take a little nap when things got boring. But sure, you just go ahead and take my footrest.
What? You're not absolutely riveted by rehearsal dinners?
Not when it's my sister getting married to that... Never mind.
Whoa, you're Kate's brother?
Yes. Have we met or something?
I'm her friend, Hayley, from Hartfeld.
Hayley. She talked about you all the time.
He offers his hand, and you shake it.
Flynn.
Flynn, huh? I'd have never guessed you and Kate were related.
I'm not sure I know how to take that.
I mean, you're both attractive, obviously. Sorry, that wasn't what I... It's just, she's so... And you're so...
Yeah. She's sunshine and that's the rainbows, and I'm...
A midnight motorcycle ride?
I'll take that.
Has Kate changed much? I mean, I never would have pictured her marrying into a family like the Sterlings.
I'm as surprised as you are. Not that I ever thought much of her taste in men. But I didn't think she'd wind up with a walking sense of entitlement like Tanner.
He seems like a nice enough guy.
Seems is definitely the operative word in that sentence.
Your conversation is interrupted by the sound of a spoon tapping the side of a glass, signaling a toast. A stern older gentleman at the head table rises, a champagne glass in his hand. Diamond cufflinks twinkle at his wrists.
For those of you I haven't had the pleasure of meeting, I'm Piers Sterling, father to the young man whose nuptials we'll be celebrating tomorrow. As most of you know, the Sterling legacy in Birchport goes back many generations. Tomorrow it continues unto the next. For any father, his eldest son's wedding is fraught with emotion. Many of you know our Kate comes from a different walk of life.
Attendees give each other uneasy glances.
And yet she possesses a purity of spirit that I can only describe as sterling. Please join me in welcoming Kate O'Malley to our family.
Before anyone has a chance to react, a huge red-cheeked boar of a man stands up and scoffs.
Different walk of life. Come on.
Bryce?
Drop the euphemisms, Dad. Just say what we're all thinking.
I'm warning you.
She's a gold digger.
You feel yourself tense with anger. You notice Flynn clenching his fists. Hey, asshole. I don't know who you are besides a guy who's hit the bar 20 times too many, but Kate's a better person than you'll ever be. The attendees react with surprise and more than a little delight at the drama unfolding.
You're gonna call me out for drinking? How can I not be drinking at this fast? Some slut from the wrong side of the tracks waltzes in here and claims my family name, and I'm supposed to... what? Welcome her like a brother?
Enough, Bryce.
Don't you dare insult Kate.
Kate insults me with her presence.
Bryce, I said enough.
Piers signals to his waitstaff to intercept Bryce, who's staggering toward you.
Hey, get your hands off me!
Fortunately, he's too inebriated to put up much of a fight, and they quickly whisk him from the room. Piers shoots you an icy glare, then resumes.
Now, let's return to our dinner, shall we? I promise there will be no further interruptions.
He snaps his fingers, and the waitstaff begin dinner service. Across the room, Kate catches your eye. She looks grateful.
Thanks for that.
Sorry, I couldn't just sit here.
Trust me, I hear you. If I'd heard one more word out of that prick's mouth, they would have been scraping him off the floor.
I would have kept my mouth shut if I knew that was the alternative.
Seriously, though. Thanks.
Is it always like this?
I wouldn't know. This is the first event the Sterlings have deigned to invite me to.
Kate always had a way of attracting drama, but I don't know. This seems like too much, even for her. Flynn breathes deeply.
Look, she's my little sister, and I want to protect her. But the truth is, Tanner makes her happier. Happier than I ever seen her.
You look back to the center table, where Kate's leaning on Tanner's shoulder, looking up at him with a smile.
Honestly, if we can just make it through this wedding, I think she'll be alright.
A few hours later, the dinner is winding down. You're lingering in the parlor when Kate comes running over. Hey, stranger.
Oh, Hayley! I'm so happy I found you.
How are you feeling?
Excited, overwhelmed, so happy I want to scream, and at the same time, so nervous I want to throw up.
So, normal night before your wedding stuff then?
Exactly.
She grins and wraps you in a massive hug.
I know we haven't talked much the last couple of years, but I think about you all the time, you know?
Me too. I'm glad we finally have a chance to catch up now, though.
Yeah,
But before she can finish, Grant and Scarlett walk over.
Looks like you two are reconnecting.
Can I just say I loved your little dinner show with Bryce? It was like one of those trashy reality shows where they're always pulling each other's hair.
Glad I entertained you.
I'm just glad somebody said something. Not enough people are willing to put that asshole in this place.
So you guys are Kate and Tanner's crew, huh?
I suppose.
Oh, that reminds me. How was your bachelorette party, Kate?
I never had one.
What? Scarlett, isn't throwing Kate a party one of your duties as maid of honor?
Bachelorette parties are so tacky.
They don't have to be. Besides, this is Kate's wedding, right? And Kate's always loved a good party.
Love does not begin to describe my feelings about parties.
Well, it's still early. Anyone got plans tonight?
Just beauty sleep.
You're not going to be with your fiancé?
Tanner's family is big on tradition. I'm not supposed to see him again until the wedding day. Which means my plan for the night involved a couple glasses of wine to settle my nerves and a lot of Netflix.
Well, that clinches it. Nothing takes your mind off pre-wedding jitters like a night on the town. Kate, you up for a party?
Yes, that sounds amazing. Fancy cocktails, college stories, dancing and laughing. Hayley, are you in? Not to be dramatic, but I totally need this.
Go out with you tonight? Yes, I'm totally in.
Yay! Where should we go?
You're the main event tonight. Your choice.
Then, let's head to the Red Grouse. They have a drink there that looks and tastes exactly like a unicorn.
Feel free to take a rain check, Scarlett.
I'm the maid of honor. Besides, someone has to keep you from getting your grubby hooks into my brother.
Just don't rain on our parade. You look around to invite Flynn, but there's no sign of him. Huh.
What's up?
Nothing. Let's get going. A little while later, The four of you sit at a table at the Red Grouse, an upscale cliffside distillery on the edge of town. A waiter approaches.
Can I start you off with something to drink?
You can start us off with several. We're having a spontaneous bachelorette party, and she's our bride to be. Kate beams, looking happier than you've seen her since you arrived in Birchport.
But it appears you've brought a bachelor along with you.
Guilty as charged.
Tonight, he's an honorary bachelorette.
Works for me. What would you like to order?
I would like the unicorn cocktail.
Yes, same. I swear, Hayley, it tastes like sparkles.
So much better than those martinis we used to make in our dorm room.
Oh my god, yes. We used that awful vodka that came in the plastic handles.
And we didn't know you needed vermouth, so it was basically just a couple of olives bobbing in a sea of cheap liquor.
Remind me never to let either of you make me a drink.
Right. Well, the adult woman would like a Pinot Noir.
And I'll have the house whiskey. Need.
The waiter brings out the drinks, and Grant raises his.
A toast. To Kate. We should all be lucky to find someone as amazing as you.
No, to all of you guys for taking me out before I get hitched.
To reconnecting with old friends.
To wine. The only thing getting me through this.
You all toast and drink. Wow, it really does look like a magical creature.
One that gets you drunk.
Better yet.
So, who wants another?
You finished yours already? Are we in some kind of spring break hellscape?
Bachelorette party! Woo-hoo!
She signals the waiter for another round. Soon, you all start to relax. So, Kate, how did you meet Tanner anyway?
Now that's a good story.
Wait, let me guess. You parked in his VIP parking spot.
Kate would park in a VIP spot if we had them around here.
I consider myself supremely important. Thank you very much.
That's probably why we don't have any of those.
Okay, so what's the real story?
You remember how I always said I'd open a bakery?
Right. What did you call it? Tasty pastry?
Exactly. And 2 years ago, well, I did it. I started my own business.
Get it, girl? So what? You baked your way into Tanner's heart? Because if so, I'm calling dibs on the movie rights to that story.
Not exactly. One day, we had this terrible storm. Right as I was closing up, this guy walked in just soaking wet. He was on his way to a meeting and he couldn't go like that. So I went to the cleaners next door and borrowed a left behind.
Hard to picture Tanner wearing another man's suit.
But the storm just got worse and the power went out. We had cupcakes and talked, and he blew off his meeting to stay with me. It was love at first sight. Seriously.
Come on, that's not an actual thing.
I don't know. I think it can happen. Hayley, what do you think?
I'm with Scarlett.
Really? So cynical.
Please. It's just realistic. Frankly, it's the first intelligent thing I've heard Hayley say all night.
Oh, gee, thanks. The night goes on. You down more drinks and share more stories. Eventually, even Scarlett lightens up.
I couldn't even speak. I just bolted.
Pretty sure that's the only reasonable response to spilling your red wine all over Elton John's white suit. At one point, Kate and Scarlett step away to the bathroom, and Grant smiles at you from across the table. What?
Well, I did promise to show you around earlier, and I'd be remiss in my duties if I didn't offer you a chance to check out the best view in town.
I swear, if you're talking about yourself...
The balcony, actually, but I'll take that as a compliment.
Wow.
See, I never disappoint.
Thanks for this, Grant.
My pleasure.
Seriously, what an amazing view.
Birchport might be provincial in some ways, but it has a lot to offer.
I can see that. Thanks for showing me around.
Hey, no problem. Just doing my part.
You've really got it figured out, huh?
What do you mean?
Back in the city, everyone's always scrambling around, feeling overwhelmed. I can't remember the last time I met someone as easygoing and relaxed as you. Someone who seems so comfortable in his own skin.
Money doesn't buy you happiness, but it can give you a lot of options that other people just don't have. I never want to forget how privileged I've been, or how differently my life could have gone. But I don't know. I just feel like I ought to give back. Like I need to take the opportunities I've been given and do something meaningful with them.
Is that why you're a defense lawyer? Helping the innocent and the powerless?
Yeah, actually. Cheesy, right?
I don't think it's cheesy. I think it's sweet. You turn to Grant, smiling softly. When Kate pops out the balcony doorway.
Grant, are you trying to steal my best friend or what?
Kate stumbles in her heels.
Whoa, I think I had one too many. What are they called? Horses?
You should let Grant drive you home, party girl.
Oh, fine. Be boring.
She looks back and forth between the two of you, then grins widely.
My friends are becoming friends. Hayley, maybe you can visit more often. Or even move here. You can hang out with me and Tanner, and with Grant and...
Slow your roll there, Katie Bear.
Why? Aren't we friends anymore?
I'm gonna let you two have some alone time. I'm sure Scarlett is getting Nancy anyway.
Grant squeezes your hand and leaves.
I'm sorry, Hayley. Am I being clingy? I always get so clingy when I'm drunk.
Oh, believe me, I remember.
It's just, I'm so lonely out here.
Really? What about your family?
You know how it is. My mom's out of town and my dad... Well, I don't talk to my dad.
What about your brother?
I love Flynn, and we still get beers sometimes, but it's just hard with me marrying Tanner. There's a distance between us. I don't know, I can't explain. And Tanner's family, they're like ice, Hayley. I can tell they don't want me there.
What about Tanner, though?
I love Tanner. He's a good guy, not like the rest. But...
You can tell she's struggling, holding something back. What is it?
I think he's...
Kate reaches forward and takes her hand. Just then, the door behind you flies open. It's Tanner, and he's fuming.
Kate? What are you doing out so late? The night before our wedding? Do you know how this looks for me?
Tanner, It's just, I never had a bachelorette, and Hayley's here now, and...
Got it. So you thought you'd show up to your own wedding hungover. Classy.
Tanner, go easy on her. She just had a little too much to drink. Tanner ignores you, focusing on his fiancée.
I should have known you'd revert to your old patterns, Kate.
My old? What do you mean?
You know what I mean. Now let's go. I'm taking you home.
Tanner grabs Kate by the arm and drags her away. Tanner, wait! But they're already gone. Maybe the Sterlings were right about not seeing each other the night before the wedding. You feel something in the hand Kate grabbed and realize she handed you a note. Ulysses? What does that mean? What's going on around here? You look around, but the restaurant's mostly empty, except for one bored bartender. A cold wind blows over you. Shivering, you exit the restaurant and head back to your bed and breakfast. You wake up the next morning to a beautiful, sunny day. I wonder if the Sterlings special ordered this weather. You're about to head out when the innkeeper stops you in the lobby.
Hello, dear.
Oh, hi.
I'm Eleanor Harlenay, the keeper of this little lodge. I hope you're liking your room.
Oh, it's great. Just heading out for the wedding now.
In that?
I thought so. Something wrong with it?
Oh no, it's lovely. I just had something in the bag I thought you might like more. Something that will be sure to help you impress that special someone.
Who are you? What? She rushes to the back room and returns with an outfit.
Here, if you wear this, I guarantee you'll catch the eye of everyone there. Oh, you look absolutely stunning. Like Birchport royalty.
Thanks, Miss Harlenay.
Enjoy the wedding, dear. I'm sure it'll be a delight.
You take a taxi to Sterling Manor. You enter the hall, which has been decked out for the ceremony, and the usher asks you where you'd like to sit. You see one seat next to Grant. and another next to Flynn.
Wow. Just wow.
I take it you like my look?
Let's just say it's not every day I get to sit next to the prettiest girl in the room.
Behind you, someone gives a low wolf whistle. You turn around to see Bryce, rudely looking you up and down.
Back off, rich boy. She's too good for you.
You brace for a fight, but Bryce, who appears to be sober, shrugs as if he's lost interest. You look pretty amazing yourself. I'll be honest, I didn't see you as the suit type.
I'm not. But it's not every day you watch your little sister get married.
You ready for it?
Not like I have a choice.
The officiant and Tanner walk to the altar, signaling the start of the ceremony. The attendees turn in their chairs to watch the bride walk down the aisle, but the doorway is empty. Everyone waits, and waits, and waits. By the altar, the Sterlings look at each other uneasily.
Something's wrong. Where's Kate?
I don't know. Another minute passes, then another, each one longer and more excruciating. The guests start to shuffle around in their chairs. I should go check on her, make sure she's okay.
Good call.
You head to the dressing room where Kate's supposed to be, a sinking feeling growing in your gut. The door's locked, and you tug on the handle. Kate? Kate? You jerk it hard, forcing it open. But the room is empty. Kate? There's no sign of her. She's gone.